Hi, Mother.
It's been a long time for you to get older again, Parky.
Hey, how long to Singapore, Sergeant?
10 weeks, my lad. Think yourself lucky. Queen Victoria herself don't get to go on cruises like this.
Oh man, what's done wrong to his pale?
Fort Siloso was built by the British in the 1880s for the defense of Singapore. The British held this until about 1942 when they surrendered to the Japanese. Then, in 1945, the Japanese surrendered to the Allied forces. And then, in 1946, the Malaysian army took back the place because Singapore was part of Malaysia back then. Then in 1963, the fort was taken over by the Gurkhas, and the Gurkhas were part of the British Army, and they held that till about 1965 when it became a Catholic church. And that lasted about 2 years, and then in the early 1970s, Singaporeans turned this place into a museum.
Good morning, Mr. Rice, sir. And American...
Fort Siloso should be on the must-do list of every tourist. It'll give you a nice background into Singapore history. This footage was shot long before they discontinued the monorail. Now, this is another mistake Singapore has made. They never should have discontinued this monorail, because when you ride it up to the fort, you get some nice views of the harbor and some nice views of Singapore, and it's a nice relaxing ride around the island. Now, Singapore, I fault you for getting rid of this monorail. You made a mistake. There goes our monorail, driving by some of the battery emplacements. We shall walk across this bridge to get a closer look at one of the batteries. I wonder if that guy was drinking Kool-Aid. Here are some more colonial era cannons, and we switch over to get a little bit of a view of Singapore. There is heavy traffic in the maritime routes here in Singapore. That looks like the high-speed ferry to Indonesia going by down there.